so proud of this my land and of the progress in Point Fortin, my borough. Stately trees, parks and flowers you can see, but beauty is just one of our mottos in Point Fortin, my borough, in my lovely borough. Streets so clean, market stalls that stand supreme can be seen right here in my borough. Pavement dwellers near, garbage pile-ups don't appear, for cleanliness is another motto in Point Fortin, my borough, in my lovely borough. Liquefied natural gas, oil and tires, all world class, helped to build Point Fortin, my borough. Beach facilities are so rare, to their rules of care we should adhere. Cooperation is one other motto in Point Fortin, my borough, in my lovely borough. Calypso and pan, tassa drumming and folk dance we enjoy in Point Fortin, my borough. Our sportsmen make us proud. When they perform, we shout out loud appreciation of effort and of heroes is shown in this my borough, in my lovely borough. We aspire to achieve the best for this our borough. God bless this lovely borough.
let me check it. Okay, right. Oh, yeah. We are back here live at the Victor Trinket Park. Winston Pointy Brown is my name, and of course, I'll be giving you a live coverage of all that is taking place right here in Point Fortin for the Point Fortin Borough Day Parade celebrations. What we're going to do, I'll let you know all that is taking place, and I'll try to speak with the new mayor of Point Fortin, and I'll get the perspective of how he's doing for his new mayoral position, and of course, knowing that some of his history of being a councillor before. But right now, we're waiting on the parade. The parade will come up to Frisco Junction, and they will go all the way around. And please excuse me of not knowing the names of the streets here, but this is a very big area here. And of course, the crowd is always growing. Last year was a lot of rain last year. And of course, this year it's hot and very humid. But the folks out here, they are staying with the weather. They're coming with the weather, a lot of water. They're consuming a lot of water. And of course, they will be waiting to lap up every single breath of what is taking place here today. Kenny. Okay, well, it seems as Kenny is moving along. So what I'll do, I'll try my best to probably speak with the CEO, Mrs. Donna Mae Taylor, and then I'll try my best to get the mayor of Point Fortin, getting a few words with the mayor of Point Fortin. Right, so let me see if I can get the... Well, you're already live already. So if I can't interview the mayor, I'll have to interview the CEO. Well, before I interview the mayor, because I know the parade is going that way. How is it in Point Fortin? How the celebrations going?
Wow, just look around and you can see. I mean, we are pumped and ready and safe.
Well, I'm speaking with the CEO of the borough of Point Fortin, Mrs. Donna Mae Taylor, and of course. You have to get back. Yes. All right, she's very busy, so I'll speak with her a little later on.
Bye. All the best.
Well, she's a very busy chief executive officer, so I'll speak with her a little later on. But nevertheless, the crowd is growing, and they're waiting the parade. The parade is now going to pass in front of Frisco Junction as we wait for them to come where the mayor will be taking the salute. I'll try my best to see if I can get in a word with him. Try my best to see if I can get in a word with the mayor before the parade comes around. So once again, we are live here at the Victor Trinket Park, Frisco Junction, all the way down in Point. It's a hot, beautiful day, hot and beautiful. And of course, the heat doesn't matter. The cloud, there's a nice cloud cover covering the sunlight, so that it's not really bursting down on the folks here. But the crowd is just here. Everyone is ensuring that they have their water. And I'll ask my cameraman to pan to show the crowd and the people right here at the Victor Trinket Park all the way down here in Point Fortin. In the meantime, I'll try my best to get an interview with the mayor of Point Fortin. That's the new mayor of Point Fortin.
Okay, let me go to with him. So I'll bring him.
Let me talk to you one time. Come,
Huh?
let me talk to you one time. Okay. Well, as we are streaming live here at the Victor Chinket Park, I have with me one of the councillors of the borough of Point Fortin, Mr. Reynold Carrington. Reynold, good. Well, let me see. It's still morning. Morning to you. How are you going?
Morning. Very good this morning.
How was it for you? You're a new councillor on the block, right?
Yeah.
First time. How's that going for you?
I'm good so far. Well, I'm actually chairman of Culture and Celebration, and it's wonderful to see the kind of turnout we have in Point Fortin this morning for the military parade. Something that everybody look forward for in Point Fortin.
So this is the culture part, and of course this military parade comes under your purview.
Yeah, some of it. Actually, we know we always liaise with the Defence Force who takes charge of the parade, and have been doing a wonderful job over the years. And this year is no different. You know, lovely to see the turnout is as expected, and everybody is just having a wonderful time.
Some of the cultural events that are planned for this week coming up.
We actually have the Pankai, so where we have the community events. So we have the events in the 6 electoral districts. Last year we had the mayor's event in Tisha, Guapo and Friends. And then tomorrow we have the Kids in Culture, followed by the marathon on Sunday. And then Pankai, so in Agad Road, that represents the Newlands Mahika people.
I hear you talk about the Juve.
Well, of course, the Juve, I think the Juve is already a seller. You know, people will look forward to the Juve. The Juve is one of the highlight of the Borough Day celebration, the Juve and the Pan and the Move. So I think without saying, I think the Juve is always something people look forward to, and it never disappoints.
Great show. But the crowd, you all happen and managed to get to actually shut down Point Fortin for this period. No work, no bodies at home, no school. How that is collaborated?
It's through the schools, obviously. I think with the workplace, something that people look forward to. So it's a natural effect, and it's the biggest parade outside of the Independence Parade. And I think people will be very disappointed if they miss a parade like this. You know, even the foreigners plan the flight into Trinidad and Tobago around that time to be part of this parade.
And I see that it's growing to a capacity that how manageable is the protective services to manage something like this?
We had a couple of meetings with the Security Council met, and I think everything is in place. This year again we introduced the barrier, and it's working wonderful, because I think some of the challenges that we had is the crossing of the road with the kids and, you know, some of the family members going from side to side. As you can see, the road is pretty clear, and we'll give you just sufficient space for the protective services to display their skill this morning.
But I must congratulate Point Fortin. I think this looked like the biggest ever turnout for parade in Point Fortin.
I think, for my judgment, I think so also.
How many years you all celebrating this year?
37 years.
37 years.
Anniversary.
Great, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Reynold.
You're quite welcome.
All the best.
All right. Okay.
Councillor Reynold Carrington, one of the councillors of the Point Fortin Borough Corporation. And of course, I'm trying my best to get the mayor of Point Fortin to speak with him. And before the parade comes around, the front part of the parade, which is the members of the Defence Force, they have already passed on the outskirts of Chinket Park, not Chinket Park, sorry, that is Frisco Junction. So as we take in some of the crowds here, I'm still looking for the mayor. He's meeting and greeting. I've tried my best to speak with him before the parade comes around. However, it looks like he... Live at Frisco Junction for the military parade. 37 years of the borough of Arima. Borough of Arima. I am from Arima. My apologies, my humble apologies to the people of Point Fortin. Of course, it's the borough of Point Fortin, and I hope that Arima folks are listening and probably could take a page out of the folks out at Point Fortin, because as Mr. Carrington says, everything is shut down. The workplaces, the only thing that I see that is really, really open here is the bars. Yes, the bars, they look like they will make a mint here. I think production will rise in Point Fortin. That's the only thing that is not closed, the bars. But however, the schools are closed, the workplaces, well, some of it are closed, and of course the bars and the people of Point Fortin come out to celebrate and to come out to support the Point Fortin new mayor. I think all the borough parades that I've been to, this is the first time that I'm seeing a crowd like this. And of course, if you're listening to 90.1, that's WAC 90.1, the radio. They're streaming live to all over the world, to the folks out in the Eastern Caribbean, and of course all the way up in the USA and in England. We welcome you here on this broadcast here live in Trinidad and Tobago. I know some parts of the world where you're listening, it's cold. Right now it's hot, and it's really, really feeling good. And of course I am feeling good too. The people of Point Fortin celebrating 37 years of beautiful being a borough. And as we see, the security forces are out. The air support is giving that sense of security, and everybody right here out here in Point Fortin is enjoying a beautiful, nice, hot, sunny day. The sun is peeking back out. The cover of the clouds has been removed, and the mayor is all the way down the road. I can't move as I really like to, but what I can do is to probably get one of the folks out here in Point Fortin so that I can speak with them. Hi, good morning to you. Can I speak with you for a while? You, what part of Point Fortin are you from?
I'm from Latin Village.
Latin Village, that's a good walking distance from here.
No, no.
How is it for you enjoying the celebration this 37 years?
It's good. It's the only trek I usually take down for the borough is to see the parade.
What you do? You're not working today. You shut off your what?
Yeah, everything at a standstill. Just to support the parade.
Just to support the parade.
Yes, and the borough of Point Fortin.
Right. And what your perspective? What have you seen the growth in Point Fortin so far?
Well, it's due to the economy, things not the way it should be, but we're optimistic that things will get better.
Okay, what's your name?
Hazel.
Hazel, so tell your friends hello.
Hi, everybody.
You can look in the camera and say hello.
Hi.
Right, Hazel from Point. Moms, come and speak to me now, man. Why are you running from me? So come, you're looking nice, nice as ever. Just come across and speak with me. Talk, don't fall. What's your name?
Angela Francois.
Angela, what part of Point Fortin are you from?
Egypt Village.
Egypt Village, I know that village real good. Or they cook a nice crab and kalaloo.
No.
Only not for crab and kalaloo. Who's the crab and kalaloo village?
Maybe Lower Down, Point League, wherever.
Right. But what Egypt is famous for?
Pilau.
I know something. You see, even though Point is one place, they have a lot of different areas that love the food. And what do you think of the celebrations here this morning?
Oh, good, it's fantastic. Fantastic. Last year it had people, but oh God, this year cover up all.
This year cover it all. And what do you think of the shutting down all the working areas and the schools for today?
Oh God, no, I don't like that at all. The school hours you talking about? Like how?
No. I'm speaking about today. They closed down the school. They gave the school actually a holiday to celebrate Point Fortin Borough.
That's nice.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Were you enjoying it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And those are my grandchildren.
Grandchildren? Grandson, how you going?
Good.
What school you attend?
Palo Seco Government Primary School.
Good. You enjoying the parade this morning?
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
What's your name again?
My name is Winston Brown.
Oh,
And you're live. You're live on WAC Radio 90.1 FM. And you're also streaming live to all your friends in England. You have friends in England and the US?
the US.
Okay, well you could tell them hi.
Hi. I can't remember the name. You got to excuse me. 81.
You're 81 years and still looking good.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Take care of yourself. All the best. And of course, one of the residents of Point Fortin, Egypt Village, enjoying all that has been given out here. And I'm seeing the mayor of Point Fortin. He's walking around. If my cameraman could pan and see, he's making his way up. And as he makes his way up, I'll go straight across and get him to say a few words. So once again, we are live here at the Victor Chinkitt Park out here in Point Fortin, and I have with me the mayor, one of the youthful mayors of Point Fortin for the first time, His Worship, the Mayor Abdon Mason. Good morning to you, sir.
Morning.
Well, congratulations for bringing out one of the biggest crowds in the borough of Point Fortin.
I must say one of the blessed things about Point Fortin, since I've become mayor, I'm seeing the support of the people. They actually come in and invest themselves and their time into whatever Point Fortin is about, and I congratulate them, I thank them for making it what it is.
Your growth on becoming of the mayor, you were once a councillor, you came from all downstairs all the way to the top. How that feels?
Well, I just thank God for it, because once you submit it onto the hands of God, He will design the altitude and your attitude, and He will take you where persons may not have expected. I want to thank Him for the opportunity, because I think it's a platform for service to the people. And I am just grateful that I am the instrument being used to help all these people, make life better for all these people. I think and once we do that, Point Fortin would be the place that you refer to when you're looking for a point of excellence. Point Fortin, the changes that we want to see in Trinidad and Tobago will start in Point Fortin with these people.
What are some of the challenges that you face presently, or some of the challenges that you face when you coming in as mayor that you have changed or has intentions of changing?
Well, I'll tell you this much. I don't really look at things as challenges, because in some instances you'll find that you're reaching there and you'll want to accomplish certain things. We wanted to bring back Carnival to Point Fortin. We brought back Carnival to Point Fortin. We wanted to get the communities involved in the activities of Point Fortin, and we have accomplished that. Once the borough celebrations are out of the way, the council, we're going to meet in retreat, and we're going to start putting together our strategic plan and our developmental plan for Point Fortin. I said something boldly a while ago. The changes that we want to see in Trinidad and Tobago will begin in Point Fortin. I want to tackle safety in terms of security. We are privileged that our Member of Parliament is the National Security Minister, and we are working at that. It's one of my concerns for the celebration. Once the people come into our space, we must be able to ensure their safety. And we planned for that, we prepared for that. There's still the element of the unknown, but we think that we have put the systems and the mechanisms in place to ensure that we're going to have a safe borough celebration. We're going to have a safe Point Fortin, not just for the celebration, but beyond. My personal mantra is, difficult does not mean impossible. So as difficult as it comes, we'll find the possible in the difficulty.
You have a very strong sense of persuasion. It looks like you have a very strong sense of making things happen. And just as I was saying earlier on, the magnitude of this crowd, for all my years I've been coming to Point Fortin for this celebration, it's one of the biggest ever. And you just becoming the new mayor of the new mayor of Point Fortin, my apologies, making this happen by giving the school a holiday today, giving asking the business places to hold their hands until this military parade is done. That has a lot of planning and preparation in it.
And it shows the heart of the people to make Point Fortin all it can be. I must thank the members of my council. These individuals are working tremendously hard. They are out there in their communities, investing their time and their efforts. It's not happening in one location, it's happening in all the locations. And with the councillors, they are the aldermen who are lending that support, lending that direction. God is good.
It's all right. One question before you go, because I know the parade will be coming up here this way for you to take your salute, right? No, well, actually, too, I'll give you the last one first. How you feel in that position there this morning, standing in front of the military parade?
It's a humbling feeling, really humbling, because persons in Point Fortin know me, they know where I've come from. They know there's simplicity and humility in me. But I'm grateful to God, because He could have picked anybody else, and He picked me.
Great stuff. This one will be the last one, sir. Would you extend this courtesy to other boroughs so that when they have in their celebrations, they could take a pattern from Point?
Oh, definitely. I told you we are going to be the trendsetters, we are going to be the leaders. But if you have nobody behind you, you're not really leading, you're just there. We are hoping that others take pattern, follow suit, make great things happen in your communities, make great things happen in your municipalities. Point Fortin will lead. Follow us.
Congratulations, Your Worship. All the best. Peace and love. That's His Worship, the Mayor of Point Fortin. And of course, as you heard, all his plans, all his production, all his stuff for the borough. And I hope that the other boroughs and the city of Port of Spain, they take a page out of this book out here in Point Fortin as we await the military parade. It's on its way, coming up. So just to give you a little insight of what will be taking place, this is the route march out here at Victor Chinkin Parkway. Right on my left, or over the road, as you can see, is where the mayor will be taking the salute. First off will be coming up, will be the members of the Trinidad and Tobago Regiment. And as I look around, the crowd has grown even more. I can say safely in this area, it looks like it is about 20 to 25,000 people just on both sides of the road here this morning out here at the Victor Chinkin Park in Point Fortin, celebrating 37 years of being a borough of Point Fortin. And as the new mayor stands his ground to take the salute on the podium for his first time, very humble guy indeed, from very humble upbringing, you can see. Just the way he speaks, it seems that he knows exactly what Point Fortin wants, and of course what is required to run a successful borough. So what you can do is just take in a little bit of the vehicles. That's the ambulance, the ambulance of the Trinidad and Tobago Regiment. The ambulance of the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard and the Trinidad and Tobago Air Guard. First out, the Outriders, a mixed session here of police officers and defense force officers. And here comes the Trinidad and the Tobago Regiment. Led by the Trinidad and Tobago Regimental Band and the Corps of Drums, under the direction this morning of Warrant Officer Class 2, Weeks. This is #1 detachment of the Trinidad and Tobago Regiment. Captain Richards is leading as they take the eyes right here. And of course, members of the color party, the regimental colors here this morning. And #2 detachment from the Trinidad and Tobago Regiment also is the female detachment. All looking sharp with their submachine guns and the arm swings. Looking pretty smart here this morning, followed closely by the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard. On the route march this morning, the Coast Guard, their 2nd detachment, all in their drill kit. Of course, came off all the new vessels that they had acquired, and they come to celebrate. And coming up here in the blue is the detachment from the Trinidad and Tobago Air Guard. Of course, we must send out some condolences to the Air Guard because they lost one of their colleagues there in a vehicular accident. So that's the Air Guard now passing, and here comes the Defense Force Reserves. All decked in their red berets. That's the first part and the first musical band, the Trinidad and Tobago Regimental Band, passing here with the members of the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force. Coming up now is the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, led by Inspector Enrique Moore of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Band. Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. That's their #1 detachment. That's their male detachment. And coming up behind is their female detachment, looking sharp as ever with their SLRs, pulling their hand back, paying compliments to the new mayor of Point Fortin. Well done. Good job here from the members of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. Coming up, the young folks of the youth of the nation, military youth, as I describe them, members of the Trinidad and Tobago Cadet Force, led by their cadet band. That's their #1 detachment. Young folks here, looking smart indeed, very, very smart indeed. Members of the Trinidad and Tobago Cadet Force. As they pay compliments to the mayor of Point Fortin, color party of the Trinidad and Tobago Cadet Force, and of course #2 detachment. This is a detachment from the school in Point Fortin, the secondary schools in Point Fortin, looking very smart in there. All combat uniform, as I should say. That's the Trinidad and the Tobago Cadet Force. And well, of course, that's the first half of the parade. So we did it in parts. The parade is they're in parts. That's the armed contingent, all who carry arms. Now what is going to be coming up is the unarmed contingent, where they don't carry arms. So if you understand what I'm saying. So the armed contingent, the members of the Defense Force and the Police Service and the Cadet Force, they carry arms, and they went on first. Now we're going to see probably the Fire Service, the Fire Service, the Prison Service, and all the other unarmed services in Trinidad and Tobago coming here to celebrate 37 years with the Point Fortin borough of Point Fortin. And I'm very, very happy to be down here. The sun is now blazing hot. I know that they have a lot of water around, and the crowd is growing. It is developing, and the people here, they're enjoying themselves. And of course, if you're just joining us, thank you very much for listening to WAC Radio 90.1 out here. It's a homegrown station. It's all the way from San Fernando, but it has Point Fortin roots. You have a lot of Point Fortin roots. And of course, we want to thank you very much for tuning in to our radio station, because we are just culture crazy, if you understand what we're saying here on 90.1. Winston Brown is my name, and I'll be taking you through the paces on this military parade here this morning out here at Point Fortin. So as we wait the arrival of the Trinidad and Tobago Fire Service, we just like to thank you once again. Beautiful day out here in Point Fortin, and as Mr. Carrington said, a lot of celebrations still to come. We have the Calypso competition, and of course the Queen's competition, and next week will be Juve, Pan, everything that you can think about. It's a whole carnival atmosphere. Actually, Point Fortin, the hub, wants to take over the hub of culture in Trinidad and Tobago, having 1 week of celebrations as the only borough in Trinidad and Tobago does. The other boroughs, well, Ariman, Shogunas, you have to do something. You have to jump and follow suit. You have to wake up. You have to wake up other boroughs. Point Fortin gone, and they're gone far. They've gone very, very, very far. Shut down all the schools today, workplaces. The only thing that are open is bars and parlors because people drinking heavy. A lot of eating place, probably afterwards they will open it. But other boroughs, Port of Spain City Corporation, take a page, and it's not a page alone down here in Point Fortin. It's a whole book of celebration. So as we look down now to see the members of the Trinidad and Tobago Fire Services on this military parade out here at Victor Chinkitt Park. The Trinidad and the Tobago Fire Services Band. Of course, their first contingent of the fire services. Of course, not bad. Their second contingent here. Nice. Second contingent, and that's some of my friends, my colleagues in the military. As the fire services pass their second contingent. Coming up, it's the members of the Trinidad and Tobago Prison Service. As I told you all, this is the unarmed contingent of the military parade. And that's a beautiful way of the Trinidad and Tobago Prison Service taking the salute. One detachment of the Trinidad and Tobago Prison Service. And here coming for the first time, the traffic wardens of Trinidad and Tobago, they are on parade in the borough of Point Fortin for the first time. And of course, they put on a very, very splendid performance here. The traffic wardens, all of the Southland and the borough of Point Fortin, traffic wardens on parade, looking very smart indeed for the first time. And right behind them, it's members of the Milat program of Trinidad and Tobago. Those are the young cadets out of the SIS program, where they specialize youth training academy. That's the Milat, under the patronage, and they are trained by members of the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force. And coming up is the Petrotrin Band. And of course, the Petrotrin Police Detachment. I think this is the only parade the Petrotrin Police take part in, the Point Fortin Borough Parade, looking very smart indeed. And of course, here comes the members of the Trinidad and Tobago Scouting Association. This is the Point Fortin Scout Movement. They are from Point Fortin, This is the Point Fortin Scout movement, and here the Cubs, they're getting a lusty round of applause here from the members of the audience. These young children here, brave in the hot weather here at the Victor Chinkin Park, and this is the Trinidad and Tobago Youth Red Cross Society. And then the Point Fortin Borough, the CERT, the motorcycle unit, CERT Motorcycle Unit 1, and they are from the Borough of Point Fortin. They work with the corporation, the Borough Corporation. And this song is the beginning of the mechanized infantry, the mechanized motorcyclists from the CERT unit from the Point Fortin Borough Corporation. All decked off. That's an antique motorcycle. And the mechanized infantry of the St. John Ambulance, Trinidad and Tobago Fire Service, all these ambulance units, Trinidad and Tobago Red Cross, the Petroleum Company of Trinidad and Tobago Petrotrain, their ambulance is also on parade. Of course, the Trinidad and Tobago Fire Service, members of the Trinidad and Tobago Regiment, even the traffic warden vehicle is in attendance. Trinidad and Tobago Regimental, their troop carriers, all in keeping with the celebration of the Borough of Point Fortin. So all in celebration here at the 37th anniversary of the Borough of Point Fortin. And of course, I have with me, coming up to do with me, a homegrown, that's the Senior Superintendent, Patsy Joseph, homegrown here from in Point Fortin. And also she's in charge of the mounted and canine branch of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. How was it for you in Point, Patsy?
Well, of course, I'm very proud that, you know, the horses once again are in Point Fortin, and I'll give the horses a round of applause. We suffered a little setback this morning with one of the vehicles breaking down with the 4 horses. So, yeah, and we have a trot pass. We have a trot pass. And that is a salute to the mayor and the councillors and the burgesses of Point Fortin. It always gives us great pleasure to be in Point Fortin. Thank you, sir.
You as an old Point person, how you feel today to see the number of people coming out here to support this 37-year anniversary?
Well, we know second to the National Independence Parade, the Point Fortin Borough Parade, is the second largest in the country. And here are the Queens representing Point Fortin.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, thank you very much, Senior Soup.
You're welcome, sir.
All the best.
All right to go up.
That's Senior Superintendent Patsy Joseph, so-grown person. She's the person in charge of the mounted and canine branch of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. And of course, here we have one of the queens again, Miss Tisha Paramin Park, paying her compliments with these new vehicles here from Massey Motors, and of course Massey sponsoring Miss Mahaika, and she's waving like a true queen in all the sense. And she's from, I'm not seeing a self-help Lakeview. Self-help Lakeview, that's where she's from. And of course, the Massey Ansa Makal group of companies, the Massey group, they are showing off all of their vehicles. Of course, Frontiers, the Nissan Frontiers, and the Queens, Miss Fanny Village, sending kisses to the crowd here. All this look like Massey really give a good showing here for sponsorship of the Queens show. That will be coming up sometime this week here to celebrate. They do the celebration of the Point Fortin Borough Day. And here goes Miss Captiville. That's Miss Captiville. Of course, more of the vehicles from Massey, a hybrid vehicle. She waves to the crowd. Here comes Miss Guapo. Miss Guapo, she's on board one of the Massey Motors Nissan Frontier. Another queen in her right. I'm trying to get the Miss New Village. Looks like Miss New Village. She waves to the crowd. And the Volkswagen vehicle on show here brings up the rear, the end of the mechanized infantry of the parade. I'm not seeing any other vehicles coming, so this looks like it's the end of the parade as per se. Right, so this looks like it, and of course what took place there just now was the military parade. First off, they had the parade up at the Coronation Park, where the mayor took the salute and they marched past, and then they came on the road for the route march, and that was just ended here. Members of the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force and of course the Protective Service. We're bringing it to you here live from Victor Trinket Park, and of course stay tuned to WAC Radio 90.1 for all the celebrations and happening down here at Point Fortin. I'm Winston Pointy Brown saying thank you very much for having me here on WAC Radio 90.1 as we take I throw you back to Mr. Kenny Phillips. Thank you very much, Kenny.
Yes.